Good morning, dear students. Hope you all are fine and doing your studies well in every subject. Today, we are going to discuss the third chapter of civics, that is, how state government works. Before starting the chapter, let us revise some previous topics that we have discussed in our class 6th. As we know, India is a representative democracy which is governed at three levels, that is local level, state level and central level. In the 6th class, we have learned about the local government and what is its working. In this chapter, we will discuss about the working of state government. Every government fulfills legislative, executive and administrative function at each level. The central or national government, it is one for the whole country and PM is the head of the government. Second, state government, it covers the entire state. For every state of the country, there is one different government. Chief Minister is the head of the state government. Local government, it governs towns and villages under a particular state. Municipal councillor or Sarpanch is the head of local government. Now the question is, why is there a need of three levels of the government, or why the government is divided into the three different levels? As we have earlier discussed that India is a very big country with many diversities. Some people are very poor while some are very rich, and some middle class people are also there. Some people lives in villages and towns, whereas some living in the big cities. So they faces the different types of problems at different levels. The government meets the needs and demands of people by dividing itself into the three different levels. This is called decentralization of the power, wherein each level has its own area of function. The national government makes decisions on the matters that concern the entire country, like defense, foreign affairs, currency, etc. The state government make decisions on issues related to the state, like agriculture policy of the state, whereas local government is responsible for managing the affairs of small towns and villages, like maintenance of streets, parks, etc. In this chapter, we will discuss about the state government, how it is formed and what are its functions. So, the state legislature is India is formed in following way. Like the parliament at the national level, each state has a state legislature, which is the law making body in a particular state. Each of the state is divided into small areas which are known as constituencies. A representative from each constituency is elected by the people through the process of election. That elected representative becomes the member of Legislative Assembly and also known as MLA, which are from the different political parties. The party whose members have won more than half seat is known as the majority party, and also that party is called the ruling party. The members of the other parties in the legislature are known as the opposition party members. The members of ruling party elects a leader from their members, and that member becomes the chief minister of the state. The chief minister and the other ministers runs the various departments. MLAs from both the ruling party and opposition parties discuss the issues related to the state. They have power to make the laws on the matters which are given in the state list, such as public health, communication, agriculture, etc. The ministers discuss the issues with various departments like education department, PWD, etc. for the benefit of the public. They also conduct press conferences to aware the general public regarding the current issues and action taken by them. Students, you know that some states are very big while some states are small. So, depending on the size of the state legislature is divided into two levels, that is bicameral and unicameral. Bicameral means two, whereas unicameral means one house. In bicameral, the state legislature is divided into two houses, that is Legislative Council or Upper House or Vidhan Parishad. The second is Legislative Assembly or Lower House, or it is also called the Vidhan Sabha. While in the unicameral states there is only Vidhan Sabha. The states like Uttar Pradesh and Maharashtra have bicameral legislature, whereas the state as Delhi, Punjab, Haryana has unicameral legislature. The question is, what is the difference between Legislative Council and Legislative Assembly, or how they are elected? In Legislative Council, as we have earlier discussed, it is the upper house of the state legislature. Its size depends on the total strength of its legislative assembly. It cannot be more than 1/3 of the legislative assembly and not less than the 40 members. It is partially nominated and partially elected body, means some members of legislative council are nominated by the other members while some are elected through the process of election. Whereas legislative assembly is the lower house of the state legislature. It play an important role in the formulation of the laws. MLAs from both ruling and opposition party discuss various issues related to the state. Rest of the topic we will discuss in the next lecture. Stay home, stay safe, have a good day.